Representation refers to the use of science to create meanings about the world around us. During the filmmaking procedure, directors encode their intended meaning for whoever watched the film to decode the same in the same way. Typically, actors wearing female outfits doing makeups intentionally for gay looks, so that others would expect them as homosexual immediately. This is considered as a stereotype towards homosexual population in Chinese film industry. In this video, we will talk about Chinese movie director portray homosexuals as feminine stereotypes to make it easier and more intuitive to present characters' sexual orientation. Although a lot of gay men in the real world do have a feminine self-presentation, in Chinese movie we always see that feminine presenting gay men are villain or harlequins.
In the drama Boys, Power Chen plays Joy, who is a promiscuous gay man. In the movie, Joy falls in love with a straight man, Edmund. In order to seduce Edmund, Joy disguises himself as a woman in heavy makeup. He puts a wig, lipstick, jewelry, and woman's clothing, completely covers up his own gender in front of Edmund. At the end, Joey managed to add Edmund into bed and had sex with him successfully. However, when Edmund found out the next day that he had sex with a man, he got angry and left Joey immediately. Joy has a lot of femininity in the film, which is something that some gay men do have in the real world. Although these feminized behaviors, even Joy's cross-dressing, can be seen in the real life as an expression of self-identity rather than a wrong behavior. But in the movie, the Joy state doesn't respect the idea and rights of the heterosexual male. All those things made the straight man in the film feels cheated and even insulted. Although many gay men do have feminine self-presentation, there's nothing wrong since it's completely ethical. However, in the drama, Joy is clearly a selfish, playful character who doesn't respect the opinion of others.
This film is If You're the One. Directors picture the homosexual characters, the one wearing sunglasses with obvious feminism traits. This scenario talks about the blind date between two people with different sexual orientation. Stereotypical representations, for example the single earring and his light eyeshadows, are used to portray his feminine appearance. Gesture and facial expression also indicate his sexual orientation. Directors address a stereotype that straight men are not likely to act those feminine movements to show the character as a gay in a more intuitive way. What's more, Chinese directors stereotypically assume cosmetic surgery is for females' beauty improvements. Therefore, the gay character shows off the double eyelid surgery he recently made in this scene. One additional hint directors provide is character's username on social media as Mo Li, which means Jasmine. So homosexual orientation is pictured through his girlish name. In this film, directors would like to provoke laughter using the stereotype in depicting homosexual characters with feminine representations. Molly is pictured as a harlequin acting extremely girly behavior, but in real life, there's nothing wrong for those people who acted like Molly. Hence, picturing feminine represented homosexual characters as a harlequin is subjective and can be seen as a stereotype.
The movie Farewell My Concubine directors portray the homosexual image, the one with long straight and light-colored hair and other obvious feminine characteristics, like extreme white face, a red lip, and dressing red belly band with white gown like a sexy woman, which shows his feminine appearance. Apart from outlook, his eye expression and gestures are also stereotype representations. For example, his desired eye expression to the teenager. As for gesture, he always reaches out his arms to the teenager and even pursues him around the palace. The director uses both outlook and gesture to stereotype to imply his sexual favor towards males, different with straight ones. A plot also shows the sexual orientation of homosexual character. He holds the urinal in both hands to the front of the teenager and tells him to take off his pants and urinate. After the teenager finishes doing, his face presents satisfaction. In the movie, the old man is pictured as a harlequin image. However, in real life, homosexuals are with some similar feminine stereotypes as in the movie, but they are not villains as shown in the movie.
In all these movies, male homosexual characters are portrayed as unlovable characters with feminine features. Directors use feminine voice, gestures, and costumes to directly represent gay men with no deep psychological understanding. However, in reality, there is no necessary relationship between male homosexual with villains. Male homosexual has independent understanding of appearance, and most of them have no difference in showing themselves as straight men. Directors subjectively build up strong stereotypes about homosexual and create a stereotype in people's mind. In sum, Chinese media producers always use feminine stereotypes like gestures and appearance to represent male homosexual character, and portrays feminine presenting gay men as villains or harlequins.